All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bachakadash. Double honor to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing his gospel in truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability, given to them by Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, fall upon your houses. It's the brother Quana Wath come back at you, Lord will, with the edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Lord will. It is edifying, Lord will, it is straight to the point. Hold on, slack it. But I'm just going to hit it. It's Revelations chapter 2 and verse 25. But that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And again, with the times that we're in, everything is, it's a very hard time, that's fastly approaching us, right? Jacob's trouble, right? Esau, Edom, we've been saying it for years, man. Esau, Edom already has his system basically set up, and he's been setting it up more and more. You're getting more and more companies that are now getting on board, with this CBDC, connecting to the Fed now, and, and so on and so forth. This whole system, right, is basically already set up. Right, again, we're just waiting for, the proper moment, right, that Esau, Edom sees fit, right, for that chaos to ultimately unfold, right, so that way he can bring forth, his so-called solution, which is the RFID micro CHIP, right, the Charagma, right, as spoke of in Revelations 13 and 16, right, the MARK, right, we go into the Greek, it's Charagma, which again we know today is the RFID micro CHIP, so this time, right, where Esau, Edom is ultimately going to force the masses to take the Charagma. It's called, the hour of temptation, right? Jacob's trouble, according to the scriptures, man. And this is not going to be a time that's going to be easy, right? This is a time that's ultimately going to test, everyone's faith, right? When you go into that word temptation, right? The hour of temptation, going to that word temptation, it goes into a trial or a test, right? A test of one's faith. Right? And again, it's not going to be an easy test, right? This is something that we've been studying for this whole time, right? When you deal with school, you ultimately have, your little pop quizzes and, your little tests, little mini tests, right? All throughout the year, right? Testing you on, every quarter or every semester, or which those are called you have for the first semester is called midterms, and the last semester at the very end, right, the end of the school year, is called your final, right? But until each of those moments, you have these little pop quizzes and stuff like that, right, that you ultimately deal with, man. And now, right, we've gone through the whole school year, right? Now we're at the end, right? We're seniors, man. This is at the moment, right, where you're either going to graduate or you're not, and the way that you graduate, right, in this ministry, the way that you're going to graduate is keeping the faith. That's how you're going to make it to the victory, right? Because everyone wants to graduate. Everyone wants to ultimately, be able to toss up your cap, when graduation, when everyone's done getting their diplomas, everything like that, everybody gets together. They, they give that last little speech, and then everybody throws their little cap up, right? It means symbolic for you. Hey, you made it, right? You got the victory, man. And that's what we all want to reach. Right? For us, it's not just going to be you throwing a cap up in the air, man. It's you receiving that power, authority, right? You receiving those new bodies, never going off again, most importantly, right? Being able to serve the Lord, Yahweh, Bashem, El Shai in perfection, right? And to be able to hear, right? Which is something we all desire to hear, right? That thou good and faithful servant, man. Right? That's something we're that's why we're doing this, man. Right? We're doing the Lord's work, one, because we're called, we're those unprofitable servants. It's our job, right? But two, to also receive a reward at the very end. Lord, will we be part of the elect, right? We're not doing this for nothing, man. You know how Jake say, I don't work for free. Again, this is something that we're obligated to do, right? But again, the Lord also did say that there's a reward for it at the end, man. So we're striving to receive of that reward as well. And the way that we can receive that victory, right? Being heirs to the promise with Yahweh Shai, right? Him getting obviously his glory first, right? Here on earth, right? And then again, after that, right? Us, Lord, will we be part of the elect receiving that glory as well, right? The only way we're going to be able to receive that is keeping the faith, man. You know, that's why I brought out Revelations 2:22 and 25, man. Hold fast to that which thou hast, right? Which is our faith, you know, in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua all the way into the end, right? That's how we're going to receive that victory, man. You know, let me go and get this precept real quick. This is Revelations chapter 21. Matter of fact, I'm going to read it in the blue letter on the phone real quick because I want to grab that word. This is Revelations chapter 21 and verse, we'll start at verse 7, right? It says, he that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son. Now I want to get that word overcometh, right? It's heavy, man. Right here, right? Strong's G3528. It says of Christians, which we all know it's, you know, Hamashiachim, right? It says of Hamashiachim that hold fast their faith even unto death against the power of their foes and temptations and persecutions, man. You know, so hey, this is what it is, man. The ones that are ultimately going to receive that victory, right? Receive those blessings from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the ones that, again, stand 10 toes on their faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua all the way to the end, no matter what, right? The scriptures say to strive for the truth, right? Even unto death, man. You know, so no matter the situation, right? We understand that Romans the 8th chapter, right, says that, you know, roughly paraphrasing, right, that nothing can separate us from the love of the Most High, man. Nothing, not even death, man. You know, because of our faith, right? Because we have faith, right? Again, we understand in Romans the 11th chapter, right? Romans the 11th chapter, the first verse, you know, ultimately states that, you know, that hope, that faith is hope. Hope is faith, right? It's something that we don't see, man, right? We physically don't see it, right? In the world, it's what? Seeing is believing. And with us, believing is seeing, man. Having that faith, being able to see, right? We have that vision, you know? And we believe in something that we, you know, haven't yet received, but we know we're going to receive it through faith, man. You know? As long as we continue to endure, as long as we hold on to that faith, man. You know? Because those that ultimately don't hold on to that faith, right? Those who faith wasn't even given unto, right? They're the unbelieving, man. And they're the ones that are ultimately going to be destroyed, right, in the time to come. You know, since I'm already here, I'll pull it up. This is Jude chapter 1, Jude chapter 1, and it will, what is it? So I can have it right here. Verse 7, right? It says, no, it's not. Slakia, no. Let me check it real quick. Hold on. Jude, verse 5, Slakia. Jude, verse 5, it says, I will therefore put you in remembrance, though you once knew this, how that the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroyed them that believe not. Right, man? So the Lord ultimately delivered, you know, the Israelites out of, right, ancient Egypt, right? And we understand that in this time, right, the Lord's only going to deliver the elect, you know, because you know, you do the comparison, right? You extrapolate from the two stories, and well, guess what? The Lord only had a small group, right? Joshua and Caleb, right? And a handful of others ultimately go in, you know, with him to, or Slakia, just Joshua and Caleb, right? Into the promised land, right? Well, the Lord's only going to allow the elect of the nation of Israel to enter in, you know, this time as well, man, right? They were ultimately symbolic for the remnant, right? For the elect, right? The Lord never let all Israel in the kingdom all at once, man, you know, and he's not going to, you know, he didn't do it back then in ancient Egypt. He's not going to do it now, man, you know, because why? Because they're unbelieving, man. Right? They don't believe in this truth, man. They don't believe in this gospel. That's why they're not doing it, man. Right? They have no faith, right? The faith was only given unto a small group, you know, again, which are the initiated ones, or the elect, the remnant, right? And they're gonna keep that faith all the way into the end, right? Whereas again, 2/3 of Israel here in America, or as well as other non-believing Israelites out there, ultimately going to be destroyed, man. Right? Just like they were in, you know, ancient Egypt. All right, it's like it. Now we can go back to Revelations chapter 21 and verse 8, right? It says, but the fearful and unbelieving, right? The unbelieving, right? And the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake of fire, which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. So again, these people, right, who don't believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, because the only way, that we're gonna make it, right, is believing and having faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's how we're gonna make it, right? So those that don't believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, don't believe in this word, they're not gonna make it, man. They're not gonna make it until the end. They're just gonna have to be destroyed, man. I want to grab this last one right here. Not that one. This is Hebrews chapter 10, right? Because again, we have to continue in the faith, man. These are the times that are approaching where the Lord is ultimately going to bring upon, the world, right? Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, right? And our faith is going to be tested, man. So we have to continue in the faith, so that way we can make it, right? Hebrews 10, I'll start at verse 35. It says, cast not away, therefore, your confidence, which hath great recompense of reward. Now, let me see this word. No, I think I'd have to grab it. Yeah, I'd probably have to grab it in online etymology. Let me see. Assurance or belief in goodwill, right? Belief, right? Firmly trusting, having full trust or reliance. Something I'm looking for. I've seen this before. Oh, let's go back. Right here, right? Confidence. You look at the very first one, right? It says, as a noun, which says trust, belief, faith, right? So his confidence is talking about our faith, right? Casting out. Let's go back to it. Or Hebrews 10:35, cast not away, therefore, your faith, which hath great recompense of reward, right, man? Right? So we have to keep the faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, keep believing in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, right? Believing, and faith are synonymous with one another, right? As well as trust. Right? Verse 36, it says, for ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of the Most High, ye might receive the promise. And that's ultimately what humbles us, man, right, on this walk, right? Because we understand that this is a great thing that we're a part of, right? We understand that this is of great value, right? Great importance that what we're doing, man, But yet, again, reading these, right, remind us that, again, this is not of us, man. This is of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, so it keeps us humble, man, We understand that pride is a motherfucker, man. And that ultimately lead to you getting killed as well. So we have to remain humble, right, on this walk as well, right? Knowing that, again, the Lord will have mercy upon whom he will have mercy, right? And we're ultimately doing this work, right? And going as hard as we can, right? Trying to multiply those talents so that way we can receive of that mercy, man, in the times to come, right? Verse 37, it says, for yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry, right? Yahweh Shai is on his way, man, right? We see the signs. Right, we understand that we're in the time of his coming, right? We just don't know when, right? So he can come back at any moment. So this is why, we want to be found, right, doing so, Blessed is he that, is found doing so, man, roughly paraphrasing. It says, now the just shall live by faith, right? But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. That's right. Those that ultimately lose the faith, right? Hey, well, guess what, man? They never truly believed in the first place. It says, verse 39, right, here's the point, right? It says, but we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, right, to destruction. I said, but of them that believe, right, have faith to the saving of the soul. And that's what we want, man, right? We're going to continue to believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua all the way to the end, man, so that way we can be delivered, so that way we can actually be the ones to sit here and say, hey, yes, we're saved, right? These Christians out here, these pagan Christians, right? They say that they're saved, but they're not, man. we're actually going to be able to say we're saved, man. Once we get on those chariots, Lord, will we be part of the elect, right? Everyone else is going to be destroyed, man, right? Because they believe not, right? Yahushua said it himself. Those who believe not are condemned already, man. So those that don't believe, hey, they're already done, man, right? This is why we got to continue in the faith, man, because the Lord ultimately gifted us such a very valuable, right, and very rare, extremely rare gift, man. Don't make that gift being given to you in vain, man. Don't make that mercy, be for naught. So keep serving Yahweh Hashem Shai to the best of your ability. Keep the faith, keep pushing forward, man. Keep praying, keep watching, right? We're already almost out of here, man. So with that, Lord wills, edifying, Lord wills, straight to the point. I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rachak, Wadash, double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, the great millstone. Till next time I say shalom.